For the first time in this round of the war, American strikes reached the skies around Tehran. At sea, a tanker was disabled, and Iran fired back at 3 countries before dawn. The air campaign against Iran widened overnight. Iranian state media reported strikes early Thursday around the capital, Tehran, the first time this round has reached the capital area, and in Semnan province, home to Iran's ballistic missile production. U.S. Central Command says it struck command centers and air defenses to, in its words, further degrade Iran's ability to threaten mariners in the strait. And the blockade the United States reimposed this week claimed a ship. The U.S. military says an American aircraft disabled a tanker bound for Kharg Island, Iran's main oil terminal, after it ignored repeated warnings. The Associated Press names the vessel the Curaçao-flagged Belma. Iran answered before dawn. Bahrain, Jordan, and Kuwait, all hosting U.S. forces, reported missile and drone attacks. Iran's army says it hit radar and Patriot systems in Kuwait and Bahrain and fuel depots in Jordan. Jordan says it intercepted 8 missiles. No damage or casualties were reported straight away. Inside Iran, the health ministry says at least 35 people have been killed and more than 300 wounded since this wave began. That is Iran's figure. We cannot independently verify it. The Revolutionary Guard has threatened the region's entire energy trade, saying the export of oil and gas from the region will be either for everyone or for no one. At the U.S. Army War College in Pennsylvania on Wednesday, President Trump said, quote, "They don't like what we're doing, and they do want to settle. We'll find out whether or not we settle with them, or we just finish it off." The Associated Press reports Brent crude traded above $85 a barrel Thursday. Perfect event for U.S. military of Iran history, $5 states Brent TNT more than 15% above its pre-war level. Why it matters? Roughly a fifth of the world's oil and gas used to pass through that strait. What happens there reaches fuel pumps far from the Gulf. In Islamabad, Pakistan pressed again for restraint. Foreign Office spokesperson Tahir Andrabi said there is, quote, "no alternative to sustained engagement, dialogue, and diplomacy," and that Pakistan's Prime Minister has spoken to Qatar's Emir and to Iran's president.
In northwestern Pakistan, 2 attacks in a single night. In Lower Dir district, in Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, 3 police officers were killed and around 20 injured in a long gun battle with militants. That's from the provincial police chief, Zulfikar Hamid, and the district police office, via state broadcaster Radio Pakistan. Police say officers were on a search operation in the Adanzai area, in mountain terrain, when they came under fire. At a news conference Thursday, the police chief called it a, quote, "severe, 3-pronged terrorist attack that his officers repelled while outnumbered." The second attack was in Bannu, about 240 kilometers south. Militants drove an explosives-laden vehicle into the Mirian police station, then fought police for hours. The district police officer confirmed it. The casualty picture there is still moving. Radio Pakistan reports 1 officer killed. The Express Tribune, citing the district hospital, reports 6 police and 4 civilians injured. Those accounts have not been reconciled. A banned group, Ittihadul Mujahideen, has claimed the attack. Police have neither confirmed nor denied that.
If the sky where you are has gone the wrong color, this is why. Smoke from large wildfires in Canada and in northern Minnesota is pouring across the American Midwest and Northeast. The Washington Post forecasts poor air for around 100 million people into Friday. Minnesota's alert runs Tuesday through Friday, taking in the Twin Cities. In the state's northeast, levels were forecast to reach hazardous, unsafe for everyone. Fires there forced evacuation orders on Tuesday. Why so much fire? Dan Westerveld of Columbia University's Climate School said drought and heat have made, quote, "a perfect storm" for really dry conditions to provide a lot of fuel for these wildfires to burn. The risk is fine particles, PM 2.5. Officials say cut back outdoor activity, wear an N95 outdoors, keep windows shut, and run a purifier or air conditioning.
That's Thursday. Strikes reaching Tehran skies, 3 police officers killed in Lower Dir, and a haze of smoke over the American East. Stay tuned to the Jago Times and subscribe so you don't miss tomorrow's brief.